Hey, so I got an additional tarot message for the Anuradha Blue Moon, which is taking place on the 31st, which is tomorrow. These are for very specific people though, so I'm going to try to make this as specific as I can, okay? Now, the cards that I've got for the Blue Moon are the Ace of Autumn and the Four of Autumn, okay? And it says, if you believe, okay? So I feel like this card is telling you, specific people, to trust in what you are receiving, to trust in what you are given. Also, I'm being told that to be passive, Preparedness is way more important than action. Being prepared is way more important than action. There are people who are going to tell you to, either do what you need to do or get off the pot. I'm usually one of those people, but in this particular case, receivership is more important than action right now. Receive, and always be prepared. Let other people take the reins. Let them be the active ones. I'm hearing the words outlast. You've got to outlast certain people, and this is specifically for like a select few that I'm doing this reading for. It's not for everyone. So those are the messages that you need to be aware of with regards to this card right here. With the Ace of Autumn, we've got a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Yeah, I do see that. There's more decisiveness with regards to how you proceed forward. There are those of you who really, because it's the full moon in Anuradha, you see, and the full moon in Anuradha is mastered in the art of gaining favor from backgrounds and cultures that are not their own. Anuradha is mastered in that, and it's also mastered in high accomplishment, okay? Which is why they've come to earth, to learn how to be conciliatory, to learn how to be devoted to others, or how to be devoted to love itself, right? So I feel like you, specific people that I am speaking to, you will be put in a situation where you start off rocky, but because you're in a new situation, you start off rocky, but because you know how to adapt, because you're very good at adapting, I feel like whatever different career or different environment you end up in, you're going to adapt very, very quickly, and you're going to become successful very, very quickly. And I'm not just talking about monetarily, even though that does come into that. And I'm not talking about like a really, really big amount of money. But what I am saying is that you will find yourself in a new situation, which you will adapt to extremely quickly. It's one of those things where some of you might steam in before the time, and before everything has been ironed out, which is why I said to wait. That's why I said to wait. Some of you might steam in before all the problems have been solved, but instead of getting your panties in a knot, you're just going to act. You're just going to adapt, and you will really flourish when you do. When you adapt to the new environment, new career, or new situation that you're in, even if you haven't let things settle and you haven't let everything be worked out before you do something, you will adapt to the issue. You will adapt, and you will become very, very skilled and successful at adapting. But it's actually preferable that you're not in that position in the first place. It's preferable that you, when something in your heart or something in your mind says no, think about why it's saying no. What it's really saying is not yet. It's not saying no, it's just saying not yet. So when it comes to a material circumstance, or a home situation, or a work situation, even something to do with your career, if you hear no in your head, it's not a definite no. It's a call for you to be more prepared and more passive. Let people come to you. Let them contact you. Let them ask you questions, right? Don't be so hard and fast to be independent. This is exactly what I was talking about with the astrological reading for the Anuradha new moon. Anuradha full moon. Anuradha blue moon. Sorry, not new moon, blue moon. So we've got the 4th of autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save your money. Help out those who are less fortunate. I feel like because of that Jupiter and Venus conjunction in Punavasu in Gemini, and it's about to go into Cancer. The Venus is about to go into Cancer soon. I feel that you will receive a certain amount of abundance, but where the abundance comes from, like I said in the astrological reading, it comes from the past. It comes from lessons that you've already learned. Like the last time you were in this position, in this exact position you were in, you know, with regards to home moves or careers or work or even romantic relationships, you've been here before. It's just that now that you are here, you have more abundance and you have more conceivable wealth in this part of in this cycle than you had in the last one. So there's more to navigate, there's more to manage, and there's more to prepare for. Do you understand what I mean? So that's why being prepared is incredibly important right about now. I've got some notes here for this. So we've got new inheritance, support from family, family money, new project to nurture, comfort at home and in work, practical abilities, creates abundance. I feel like some of you are expecting hardships that are not coming, right? Now, I'm not a Pollyanna type of person. I understand how tricky everything is right now financially for a lot of people. But again, this reading is for specific people. Usually it's a blanket reading, but not this time. There are some of you who are not going to experience the hardship that you think you are. Some of you think that you're going to experience hardship that, quite frankly, is not coming. It's just not, okay? Some of you are expecting the other shoe to drop. It's not dropping. It's not dropping. You're expecting hardships that are not coming. You're expecting difficulties that are not coming. And I think the reason for this is because you're used to difficulties. You're used to obstacles. I'm not saying that obstacles won't come. Like I said in the astrological reading, go and check it out on Empress Justice Astrology. There will be obstacles, but the obstacles are going to be nowhere near as big as you think they are. If I were you, I wouldn't expect the worst. Okay. So, yeah, you're in a comfortable position, way more comfortable than you think you are. Then we've got the most important notes here. The opportunity to become wealthy, new wealth, new financial security. Yeah, I feel like some of you may experience a new level of material comfort and material success. Again, these are for very specific people. Not everybody is going to make it. Not everybody is going to have a happy ending or a happy reading. These are for very specific people. And if they resonate, they resonate. Yeah. So some of you, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're way more comfortable than you think. You're way more comfortable than you know. And there's more on the way. And then with the last note, we've got new apprentice, new skill, valuable skill. Again, this is regardless of whether or not you have to adapt to a situation or whether you wait until the situation, the behind the scenes stuff is completed, right? This is regardless of what happens. You are about to enter a new arena or a new environment or a new career option that allows you to not only expand upon what you already know, but to develop new skills on top of that, right? You do have some further wealth coming and further opportunities. I feel like those opportunities may be created rather than won, but they will lead to a lot of good places. So that was the reading for specific people for the Anuradha Blue Moon. I will see you for the 12 signs. Take care. Bye bye, my darlings.